Hello everyone and welcome back to the final part of the Northern Ireland trip. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some parts of it through my lens. The final part of the trip culminates in the city of Derry in the west of Northern Ireland, as well as taking in Lough Neagh on the morning before the flight back to Liverpool John Lennon Airport. Enjoy! Derry is the second largest city in Northern Ireland and the fifth largest on the island of Ireland. Now, I don't want to cause any controversy here, so this might be different depending on where you are, but officially, according to Wikipedia, the name of this city is Londonderry. It is worth noting though that it does go by both names. Even Facebook check-ins will show you as being in Derry/Londonderry. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to stick with the name Derry because it's shorter and easier to say than Londonderry, and I assure you it is for no other reason. In 2013, Derry was the inaugural UK City of Culture, having been awarded the title in 2010. One of the things we drove here to see was this, the Derry Girls mural. Those familiar with the hit Channel 4 show will recognise the characters here, but for those who aren't, Derry Girls is a sitcom set in Derry in the 1990s during the Troubles. Filming took place in Northern Ireland, with most scenes being shot in Derry and Belfast, and in fact, whilst I was here, I did recognise a lot of the places where it was filmed in the city. The mural is on the side of Badger's Bar, and it took just 3 days to complete, painted by only 3 men according to the waiter who served us this fantastic food when we ventured inside. Back outside, we had a quick look in the Foyle side shopping centre before heading off past Badger's Bar again and deeper into Derry. Derry does have lots more murals. These are the original Derry Girls, if you will, celebrating the legacy of the factory girls of this city. How to celebrate the city's once thriving shirt-making industry has been an issue of contention for years. A previous sculpture to remember the women was shelved in October 2018, a decision that led to the Inner City Trust commissioning this piece. And so, welcome to the distinctive delights of the hidden jewel in Derry's crown, the classic craft village. Dickensian in appearance and delightful in layout, Derry's craft village is a cultural oasis in the heart of a vibrant city. There are, as the name suggests, lots of craft shops here, as well as lots of fabric shops, and references to industrial sewing machines are everywhere. Here's one inside Shipkey Fabrics. Derry is the only remaining completely intact walled city in Ireland, and one of the finest examples of a walled city in Europe. The walls constitute the largest monument in state care in Northern Ireland, and as part of the last walled city to be built in Europe, stand as the most complete and spectacular. The walls were built in 1613 to 1619 by the Honourable Irish Society as defences for early 17th century settlers from England and Scotland. The 4 original gates to the walled city are Bishopsgate, Ferry Quay Gate, Butcher Gate and Shipkey Gate. It is one of the few cities in Europe that never saw its fortifications breached, withstanding several sieges, including the famous Siege of Derry in 1689, which lasted 105 days, hence the city's nickname, the Maiden City. Now for a trip around the Guildhall, home of Derry City Council. The admission to the building is completely free, and there's a one-way system around the exhibits. The current building was preceded by an earlier town hall called the Market House, which was built in the 17th century and destroyed in the Siege of Derry in 1689. The current building, which was designed by John Guy Ferguson and financed by the Honourable the Irish Society, was completed in 1890. The design for the clock tower was modelled on the Elizabeth Tower in London. During the Troubles, the Guildhall was the focus of multiple terror attacks. The building was badly damaged by 2 bombs in 1972, but was restored at a cost of £1.7 million and reopened in 1977. The Guildhall was also home to the Savile inquiry into the events of Bloody Sunday from 1998 to 2005. Bloody Sunday is also known as the Bogside Massacre, which was a massacre on the 30th of January 1972 in the Bogside area of Derry, when British soldiers shot 26 unarmed civilians during a protest march against internment without trial. 14 people died, 13 were killed outright, while the death of another man 4 months later was attributed to his injuries. Not far from here is the Bloody Sunday Monument. Derry is characterised by its distinctively hilly topography. The River Foyle forms a deep valley as it flows through the city, making Derry a place of very steep streets and sudden startling views. The tidal River Foyle is navigable from the coast at Derry to approximately 10 miles inland. In 1796, the Strabane Canal was opened, continuing the navigation a further 4 miles southward to Strabane. The canal was closed in 1962. Walking down to the river, you cannot miss the Peace Bridge. The Peace Bridge is a cycle and footbridge across the River Foyle. It opened on the 25th of June 2011, connecting Ebrington Square with the rest of the city centre. It is the newest of the 3 bridges in the city, the others being the Craigavon Bridge and the Foyle Bridge. Its main intention was to improve relations between the largely unionist water side on the east bank with the largely nationalist city side on the west bank by improving access between these areas. The Foyle is a really wide river. I only walked halfway across the bridge before turning back and heading through the city walls again to catch some more things in the city centre. Back at the Diamond, I took a look at the amazing war memorial that stands in the centre of the city next. Being so close to the border with the Republic, we took the opportunity to find a road that crosses the border. Not a major road though, as it needed to be a place I could park the car on the Northern Irish side without crossing the border, as the insurance on the hire car did not cover cross-border travel. You can clearly see the difference at this border point just by looking at some of the things on the road, like the road signs which show speed limits in kilometres per hour, and even the tarmac which visibly changes colour. That's perhaps best shown by this photo of me with one foot in Northern Ireland and the other in the Republic. On the final morning of the trip, we headed to Lough Neagh. This is the largest lake by area in the British Isles, with a surface area of 151 square miles, and it supplies 40% of Northern Ireland's water. The origin of the lake and its name is explained in an Irish tale, which says Ireland's legendary giant Finn McCool scooped up a chunk of earth and tossed it at Scottish rival Benandonna. It fell into the Irish Sea, forming the Isle of Man, while the crater left behind filled with water to form Lough Neagh. 5 of Northern Ireland's 6 counties have shorelines on the loch, only County Fermanagh does not. Although the loch is used for a variety of recreational and commercial activities, it's exposed and tends to get extremely rough very quickly in windy conditions. It is possible to completely circumnavigate the loch, but as you can imagine it will take a long time to do so, certainly not all in one day by foot at least. There are of course plenty of cycling routes around the loch, and here's a way marker, not too dissimilar to the ones we've seen before on the Trans-Pennine Trail. That's it guys, thanks for watching this special series detailing some of the places we've visited in Northern Ireland. Let me know what you thought of it. Let's get back to the English parishes though now. I can't wait to get stuck in some more of the areas I've got planned. Thanks everyone, I've been the Village Idiot, and I'm out.